Hey ho, hey, hi, ho, hey. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crizzy Books. I'm Crizzy, or Chris, but only my homeboys call me Chris. And today, we're gonna get a little weird. Yeah. We're gonna be talking about my favorite weirdo books, things that are off the wall, kind of crazy, a little different, maybe a little twisted, who knows, can't quite figure them out. Weird is not really a genre that I search out, but one that definitely finds me quite often. I love things that are different, and authors that like to take risks with their stories or their characters or just do something totally batshit insane. I love all of that. The weirder, the better. But let's stop wasting our time and let's get into this list. These are my top 5 favorite weird books. These are in no particular order. This is not a ranking. These are just 5 that I really like. Starting off with Nightbitch by Rachel Yoder. This is a story of a mother who is also kind of a prominent artist who gives up her life and career to mother her child. And she also thinks that she's turning into a dog. She's growing hair in parts of her body that she shouldn't. Her teeth are getting a little longer. Yeah, this is a super weird one. It has a good theme of motherhood and the tolls that can take on a person, the strains that it can have on the relationship with your partner, what it feels like or what it means to give up your career or your passions or your goals to raise a child. And is that really what you want? Does that make you happy? Yeah, this is a really, really good one and a really weird one. I really like Nightbitch. Check it out. Up next, Hey Bunny. We have Bunny by Mona Awad. This is maybe the weirdest book I've ever read, and probably my favorite on this list. We follow Samantha, who is a creative writing college student. She encounters this group of girls, the Bunnies. She hates them. She finds them all annoying. I don't know how to really describe them other than high class, maybe with a Victorian edge, kind of weird, cultish. They're super weird and cliquey, very surreal, very weird. If you're a fan of the movie Heathers or Mean Girls, this might be for you. Mean Girls with maybe a little bit of a fever dreamish aspect to it. But yeah, fantastic. I love Bunny. Up next, we have A Scanner Darkly by Philip K. Dick. This is a classic drug-filled dystopian novel. We follow Bob Arctor, who is an undercover agent who's trying to unmask the source of a very addictive and deadly drug called Substance D. On top of that, Arctor himself is also an addict. And he has a bunch of addict roommates and addict friends. They're all hooked on Substance D. And one of the things that makes this so weird is how accurately it's able to capture the mind and actions of a drug addict. Their conversations are totally off the wall. Their actions are crazy. And just haphazard and all over the place. And then on top of that, you have a nice thick layer of anxiety and paranoia in all of them. And they start doing really weird stuff all the time that doesn't make any sense, but to them it does. What really makes it work the best is PKD's ability to make you feel like you're also one of them. And it is such a wild ride. This is definitely not my favorite of Philip K. Dick's books, but it's definitely very interesting and kind of in a world of its own. Up next, we have Piranesi. Without really getting too much into it, because I feel like this is a great one to just kind of go in blind. Piranesi is a man who's stuck in a mansion, and he doesn't really know how he got there. And he seems to have been there for a long time, and he's piecing things together as to how he got there. I think that this book is fun. It's pretty short, too, which really helps. It doesn't take too long to get through, but it's just a total mystery. You're finding out things as Piranesi does, and what he encounters and him trying to put those. I mean, he has no memory of what's going on or why he's here, and so trying to put those things together. It's really great, and the setting is really awesome. But yeah, I don't want to say much more, because if you're going to read it, it's best not to know anything. And lastly, in our top 5, we have Kafka on the Shore. Kafka on the Shore follows 2 different characters. Each chapter switches between them and their stories. We have Kafka, who is a boy who runs away to maybe find his mom and sister. And then we have an old man named Nakata, who can talk to cats and maybe is some kind of magical wizard or something like that. And I don't know, this book is just kind of totally nuts throughout. But I couldn't put it down, and I think it's probably easily my favorite of the Murakami books that I have read. It's got really great characters and super interesting plot lines that weave together and are interconnected. And magic and surrealism. And did I say talking cats? There's talking cats in this. Yeah, I really loved this book. I thought it was fantastic. Definitely in the genre of the weird. And with that, we're at the end of the list. There it is, my top 5 favorite weirdo books. I hope you had a really great time. Because I'm totally freaking out, man. I don't even know what's going on. It's getting a little weird up in here. But what about you? Have you read any of these? What did you think of them? What are your top 5 weirdo novels? I'd love to check out more. I love finding some weird shit to read. So sound off in the comments below. Be sure to like, smash that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.